5 queens out for Zero. What in the hell is he thinking? And what is he going to do with those? Slightly clumsy storms by Bisu there, taking out a good number of Hydralisks, but also doing a bunch of damage to his own Dragoons. There's an Observer snipe, and it looks like he's going to still be able to clear out most of those Lurkers, but not all with Psionic Storm. That's 6 queens for Zero. What can he possibly be doing with those? We could be seeing Ensnare, but that's the sort of thing you only need 1 or 2 queens for. And similarly, Parasite, you don't need that many queens, so I think the only thing that makes any sense is that he's going to be going for Broodling attacks on the High Templars. And I haven't seen this in a pro game, I think, ever, but it is known that, like, you know, it can work. It's just often not worth the investment in the queens, in the Broodling upgrade, in waiting for the queens to get the 150 energy that it takes to actually use spawn Broodlings. So Zero is really mixing this up here, and if this queen gamble pays off for him, and he is able to get rid of the Templars, then he's going to be at a military advantage, because the Protoss need that force multiplier of Psionic Storms just to deal with the typically superior number of Zerg units. So that is Zero's move here to sort of break this stalemate that would otherwise ensue. That is the tech choice that he's made, and it's a very unconventional one. And we've gotten a little bit used to seeing Zero doing these unconventional things as he snipes an Observer there. Good work for him. For example, against Cal on Holy World, the first use in history of infested Terrans against Protoss in 1 versus 1 play. It's the kind of creativity in Zero's play that I love to see. I just wish he would be a more consistent player. I'm a fan of him, but I'd be a much bigger fan if he was a more consistent player. Here come the Templars to join that group, and the queens are in position. Here they go. Broodlings are off. That's 1, 2, 3. 3 Templars broodlinged. 4. All of the Templars in that group have been broodlinged, and Bisu was only able to get off 1 storm. And the defensive forces from Zero are shuffling around to surround Bisu's army here. He could lose all of it. This is going to be brutal. That was a lovely flank, and now Zerglings coming in from another direction. Zero's tactics are really on the spot this game. He's just taken out Bisu's army. He's forced Bisu to basically retreat into Zero's natural, where Zero will kill his whole army off. And now Zero has a big military advantage, but how can he press it? He is actually looking like he's not that far ahead of Bisu in terms of supply, which I'm surprised to see. Bisu's got a whole other army, but Broodling's away, and not such great storms from Bisu here. I think he's in a bit of a panic trying to get the storms off before more Broodling attacks come. There's another Broodling taking out some more Templar, and Bisu looking a little bit concerned, even if he doesn't betray a whole lot of facial expression. He seems to just be a little bit more concerned here. Also, a bunch of cannons going down at that top center base. Bisu has set up that 5th in the top left, though, so all he's got to do for now is hold. But now Zero is starting to pull ahead on supply. He's up by about 45. Dark Archons on the field, too, probably to feed back those queens, and this is where it's going to get really interesting. We're starting to see those very uncommon, highly technical units out for both players, queens and Dark Archons, and that's exciting stuff. This game is going to be interesting. But all of the expansions on the map are taken except that center one. So Bisu needs to hold, Zero needs to press his military advantage here. Who's going to give out first is the question that's going to decide this game. That queen is pretty much trapped, but it's done its job. It's also parasited that Archon, so that Zero is going to have an idea of what Bisu's troop movements are. So that is going to help things along as well. But now now Zero is pressuring at Bisu's front door. Storms are off, but they're not all that great. Bisu's storming has been really kind of off this game, and that's not such a good thing. DTs are around to clean house as long as the overlords aren't about. There's one moving in to reinforce with a group of Hydras in tow. The overlords finally on hand, and these Templar are in full retreat. Queens are on the move to reinforce Zero's army too, and this could be the difference maker. Here we go, broodlings away. That's all the Templars are down to broodlings, and Zero is continuing his push in on the front door of the natural. He is getting some Zerglings in, and I imagine that these are crack upgraded by now as well. It sure looks like it. That Dark Archon, poof, away it goes, so that unfortunately wasn't able to do very much of anything. I'm guessing feedback getting research was a bit late, but GG. Zero is able to breach Bisu's natural and with it take the game. Bisu is stunned. He's leaning in to look at his computer as if to ask, what the hell just happened to me? Zero has just 3-0'd his OSL group, and he's advanced to the round of 8. Bisu has got something in his eye. It might be tears. I don't know, but he is looking really disappointed as he's packing up his stuff. Bisu, I think, really wanted to win that game just so that he could feel that he was in control of his fate. Now he has to wait a couple of days until the Hwasun versus Gogo match, and he has to hope that Hwasun wins to just have a chance of advancing. If Gogo wins, Zero and Gogo advance, Bisu and Hwasun are out, and Bisu, at 1 and 2 in this group, needs to rely on Hwasun to get through. And I think Hwasun has a chance of beating Gogo, but it's really about 50-50 in my estimation. So Bisu's OSL run hinges basically on a coin flip that's beyond his control. Zero, on the other hand, making some waves here, threatening to knock Bisu out of yet another tournament. So this should make the conclusion of this match, of this group rather, incoming Gogo versus Hwasun. This should be a really exciting game, more so than a typical matchup between those two players would be, just because of the fate of that guy, Bisu, hanging in the balance. Wow, what a game. Bisu has just seemingly been falling to unconventional play lately. His standard game, I think, is still just about second to none. Maybe Jaedong, maybe Flash on a good day, but yeah, the unconventional stuff has really been hurting Bisu. That slow lurker drop from Yellow, that biomech timing push from Gogo, and now this, Mass Queens and Broodlings from Zero. Bisu is stunned, and I think who wouldn't be? That was just such a bizarre strategy from Gogo. It was immensely risky, but it worked. I think that if it didn't work, we'd all be calling him an idiot for going Mass Queens. But the fact that he pulled it off successfully makes him the genius this game. GG, everyone. Image out. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I sure did. Take care. Bye-bye.